for the Scotland County Board of Commissioners, Bo Frizzell and Jimmy Watts. As the incumbent, Mr. Frizzell, we'll let Mr. Watts give his opening statement first. Mr. Watts.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jimmy Watts. First and foremost, I ain't a politician. I'm a father, a husband, a son, and I'm a resident of Scotland County. For many years in Scotland County, we've not seen nothing get better in this Scotland County. Politicians promise you this, politicians promise you that. Same stuff, different day. But yet, we got a bunch of fast food restaurants. We got solar panels for taxes. But what's improved in your lives in this county? My platform in this county is safety and prosperity. The citizens of our county need prosperity. The citizens of our county need safety. Everything that we've heard so far from the candidates is talking points. We have to see action. I'm not afraid to stand up and say what I have to say. I'm not afraid to get in heated conversations. I'm not afraid to get loud. This is about us. This is about what makes our county better. This ain't about Hope County. This is about Scotland County. For the past probably 4 years, we've seen a record growth of fast food restaurants. Prosperity-wise, they don't bring good jobs. They bring taxes. They pay taxes. You look at Market Park, Washington Park, Terra Village, you don't see the poverty decreasing, you see it gain. Seniors in this town, they struggle to keep everything they own that they work for to live on Social Security checks. Leaders, we have to do a better job as leaders. People in this county, we have to start looking out for our county. The Sheriff's Department of this county has just been going through it with this jailhouse. The Sheriff's jailhouse can be remodeled without being tore down to save the taxpayers' money. There's things that we can do in this county to make this county better for the citizens. The crime rate in this county is really caused by the city.
Mr. Watts, I'm going to ask, do you have anything you'd like to say in the last 5 seconds? Okay.
Thank you.
Commissioner Frizzell, your platform.
Hello, everybody, and thank everybody for coming tonight. My name is Bo Frizzell. I'm going to start out by telling you a little bit about myself first. I come here 28 years ago. I come from a rural area of Montgomery County, around Beacon, if anybody knows where that's at. Nearest school is 20 miles, so that kind of tells you where I grew up at. I come to the north side of the county, raised 4 kids, grandchildren, and in 2009 started a business here, which is Frizzell Trucking and Edge Grading. We employ about 75 people. And I married a beautiful woman that keeps me just as close to the Lord as I've ever been. So, anyway, you know, with the people I work, you know, there's a lot of families on my shoulders, and a lot of community that lives around me in Scotland County. And, you know, as commissioner, I get up every morning thinking, what do I do next? What can I do next to make it better for the people of Scotland County? I don't worry about what's in the city because I can't do anything about fast food restaurants or anything like that because this is a code book of law. And as commissioner, you have to follow this book. We can't change gas prices. We can't build homes. We can't stop people from doing what they want to on their own land. If you follow the law, we can't stop solar farms. We can't do none of the stuff that he wants to do. We can't do none of that stuff. We're commissioners. We have to follow the code of law. And as commissioners, that's what we have to do.
you thought we needed to do. What do you see as the priority infrastructure needs? We've heard a lot of talk about infrastructure. We heard that from both of our House candidates. What are the biggest infrastructure needs that you see in Scotland County over the next 5 years?
Honestly, I'd like to see this county get a wastewater treatment facility. And the reason why, when you have a facility, you can bring big industry. You can bring big jobs in the county. Also, another thing I'd like to see is the county, water being available to everybody in the county instead of just certain parts of the county. But that comes with a cost. And a lot of people out here, I mean, it's hard for them to put groceries on their table to pay a tap-in fee. And really, we need to figure out ways that we can actually give it to people to be able to hook up without charging them to hook up. So, like Mr. Frizzell said, we have to follow the law. That's why we're elected officials, to fight for you to change the law.
Commissioner Frizzell, I'm going to ask you this as the incumbent. What have you seen change in Scotland County during your term as commissioner that you're most proud of?
Well, one thing is I call it my pet project because I work so hard on it. So, North Turnpike Road, the folks in North Turnpike Road, their water is no good, and they have been promised water for 20 years. And my first meeting, when I was asked what I wanted to do, I said, I want to get North Turnpike Road water, and that's what I did. And they're putting it in right now. And the tap fees, Mr. Watts, what I done on the tap fees, if you hook up right now, I don't know if anybody knows this or not, most people don't, but if you hook up right now, you get hooked up for $100 for a tap fee. So it's running on North Turnpike Road as we speak, we put water in. So, you know, I'm pretty proud of that, because I worked hard on that, and it took 3 years to get it, and we got $1 million on the budget. And I'm pretty proud of that too. But I mean, we've done a lot of things. Another thing, I put a moratorium on solar panels until we could get stiffer laws where we can stop, well, not completely stop them, but stop them in certain places. Because the way that solar panels is set up, if they met the criteria, you just could not do anything. I mean, they was coming, whether you voted in or not, they were coming. So we've done that. That's, you know, I'm pretty proud of that.
As if you were reelected as commissioner, what do you see as the most critical infrastructure needs that we have in the next 5 years in Scotland County?
Well, I agree with Mr. Watts on one thing, waterways treatment plant, and water through the county. I actually went to Washington, last week, spent 4 days in Washington trying to get some federal money for infrastructure in the county, for the billions of federal money, in Washington. We just got to go get it. And, so I've been up there for 4 days doing that, and I'm going back next week, and I've got another meeting with them next week. I'm gonna sit down and talk to them next week, trying to bring water and sewer to the county, and you know, and that don't cost the county nothing, because I spend all my own money doing it. My hotels, my gas, everything. I spend just my money doing it.
Whether you're-
Because I care about Scotland County. You know, my grandkids live here, my kids live here, my business is gonna be here till way after I die, I hope. And, so I'm planning to. I mean, this is my home.
You don't even realize it, but you've already answered my next question, so I'll just send it to
Okay.
Mr. Watts. Mr. Watts, what do you feel you could do to influence the changes you want to see here in Scotland County?
To influence changes in Scotland County, it takes we the people, not the government, but all of us sticking together to make changes in this county. How many of you out there want a steakhouse in the county? We don't have it. There's not enough revenue in this county to run all these fast food restaurants. We can't. You look at Wagram, you look at Gibson, you look at Laurel Hill, you don't see nothing being built there. You see the towns run down. You see Dollar Generals popping up on the corner. You see Family Dollars popping up on the corner. The biggest thing for me is us, as far as elected officials. If I'm elected, we need to reach out to some of these major companies that have actually came back in the United States. I said this before, Trump got $20 trillion invested back in the United States with industry. Scotland County is a prime example of what industry used to be and could be again. You got CSX, 401, 501, 95 down the road, a port 100 miles down the road. This county is perfect for manufacturing. We can lift our people up out of poverty. We can get rid of the 12,000 out there citizens in our county that are on food stamps. We can get rid of the 1,000 houses that are out there on HUD. You could probably be able to afford to buy you a place. Many people in this county can't afford to go out and buy a house. And them are things that we really have to work on. And as far as Mr. Frizzell, yeah, for what he did out there on Turnpike Road, that was great. But everybody in the county deserves it. Continue to fight for everybody.
Ms. Casey, any questions from your readers of the Board of Health and Education?
We recently saw the closure of the St. Andrews campus. If you guys could do anything with that campus, what would you do with it?
Mr. Watts?
Woo, that's a good question. Well, so there's been a lot of talk with St. Andrews. Personally myself, I would love to see an amphitheater out there on that lake, for the county, because the county, a lot of counties has got that. We ain't got that. I'd love to see an amphitheater out there. But the process right now is there's so many strings attached to it right now. It's kind of just set now. We really can't do nothing with it right now. But if we could ever get past that, I would love to see the PE building that's got the pool in it. I would love to see it remodeled and turned into a big kind of like a civic center or something like that. It's got a big Olympic-sized pool in it, basketball courts, kind of like a civic center or a big community center. Yeah, that's a big question there. Yeah, thank you.
Any ideas, Mr. Watts?
One thing our sheriff's department has to do, and one thing that's affected every single family in this county, is fentanyl. I would love to see that place become a drug rehab center where we can actually bring people in here and treat them and treat our own citizens, and actually get a grant from the government to be able to do things like that. This county has been destroyed by drugs. Everywhere you go, you see it. Each one of you, somebody in your family, it's affected somebody in your family. And at the end of the day, what can we do with that building? We need to make that building a treatment center to help people. They could bring people, like Mr. Frizzell said, it's got a swimming pool, it's got a nice lake. Our county, we have to ship people up the road. That's basically committed people. It could be an involuntary commitment center. I mean, there's ways that we can actually utilize that property to benefit the county, as far as in actually getting grants from the government to be able to use it as some kind of facility in medical and treatment.
And I'm just going to give you a chance to elaborate on those points, Mr. Watts, with a quick question. The things that you mentioned are all very noble ideas, but there are also things that cost money. And do you have ideas that would use that property to bring resources into the community? Mr. Watts, I think you already addressed that with the amphitheater.
Well, I mean, to bring resources in the community, we could reach out to Duke, we could reach out to UNC, try to open it back up as another college. That would bring as far as resources back in the community from schooling. But as far as making money on that property, for the residents of the county, one bad thing about it, I don't think nobody in Scotland County really can afford to buy it, except for probably Mr. Frizzell. But like I say, I mean, you have to utilize what we have and put your heads together to come up with ideas. But me personally, as far as making money, I personally think it'd be a great medical center for drug rehab.
Ms. Casey, did that answer your question? Mr. County, any questions?
Just one for both of you. Everybody wants to see industry and get back to where we were before and that sort of thing. And believe me, I left the meeting today, there's a lot going on that can't be spoken about. We have a large industry now that's about to start full production here in a few months, and a couple more, very close. But in order to attract industry, from my view and a lot of others, it takes housing. You're not going to get a lot of industry and people bringing in people if you don't have a place to live. What would you do about that problem?
Well, the good thing is they put houses on wheels now. So a lot of people, temporary housing. I mean, literally. People want to get back into Scotland County and build houses. I mean, give them an opportunity and a reason to come build houses. You look out throughout the county, you don't see houses being built out there. You see mobile homes out there. I mean, mobile homes everywhere. So actually, yeah, you need housing. We have the land here in Scotland County to put houses on. It's like I said the other day. They brought all these panels in. Can't build no house on that land.
Mr. Frizzell, would you like to respond?
Yes. So we are addressing that right now. So infrastructure is the biggest thing. I mean, you get water, not so much sewer, but you get water, and you got your contractors coming, because they want to build big houses. Now, one of the biggest things we found in Scotland County is that the zoning and the ordinance is so tough that it makes it, it's just don't look attractive. It don't look attractive. So we're softening up our zoning ordinance right now to attract more of the contractors to come in and build houses. And, of course, the water, that's gonna make them build houses. But I will tell you something. I think we fixed to see an explosion in Scotland County with houses, especially with the new Amazon that's coming. I think we really fixed to see an explosion, especially in that side of the county, because I tell you, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but our inspection department made $600,000 this past year. $600,000. They've never done that. So, the growth is happening, and it's coming, and it ain't gonna stop. I mean, the growth is happening. And keep in mind, Republicans they've been, had the board for 1 year. So we've had the board for 1 year, and we're really making it happen too. So you need to look out your window, because it's coming. With Amazon coming, and then you got some other factories, car factory coming, I think we're gonna be looking for a lot of workers, and I think you're gonna see a lot of houses start popping up now.
And just for clarity, when you say Amazon, that's over Richmond County.
That's on the Richmond and Scotland County line, which is down right on the other side of 381. So that, we're gonna get a lot of bleed over, a lot of bleed over.
Any follow-up, Sandy? Thank you both very much.
Thank you.